morning. Welcome to Colden Carnes Senior Speech. He is joined today by his parents, Beth and Ray Carnes, as well as his bosses, Jody Flanagan, Ben Lessaff, Trey Enfinger, his co-worker, Madeline Batchelor, and finally his godfather, David Hopkins. Let's give him a warm welcome. Colden came to Augusta Prep in the 9th grade, and he spent the last 4 years playing football, even raising the stakes as a captain his senior year. While some might give Colden a ribbing for having so many extracurricular activities, he does not let them get up in his grill. Instead, he enjoys hunting, going to the lake, snow skiing, playing golf, and guitar. Now, while many of you might have expected a senior speech on football, I really think Colden and his topic are marinade for each other. Oh, Yes, endless enthusiasm, even though marketing the new grill can be pretty hard. Colden Carnes to the stage.
To be totally honest, I struggled to write my senior speech, like I'm sure that we all did. It wasn't until just last Wednesday night when I finally had an epiphany and realized exactly what I wanted to say to you all. I wanted to write a speech where I left my class and the rest of the high school with some truly valuable information they could all take with you into the next chapter of their life. So, with me being in a unique situation with the local business, RecTech Grills, I want to share with you all what exact steps the company took to build its brand, which I learned while interning. Specifically speaking, I'm going to discuss how RecTech branded itself and marketed its products to be successful. To do this, though, I'm going to have to start from the beginning. To begin with, RecTech was begun by my father, Raymond Carnes, and his friend, Ron Cumming, in 2008. Their main purpose was to create a wood pellet grill that was convenient, versatile, and durable, as well as build a company that people could rely on and trust. First year of RecTech being an official company can ultimately be viewed as a failure. In this year, the company sold just 90 grills. The original marketing plan consisted of door-to-door sales, dinner parties to demo the grill, and weekly cooking lessons at their warehouse on Bobby Jones to generate sales. It was quickly realized that this would never logistically work and be a long-term viable model for success. It was at this point that RecTech Store did a 180 and turned to the internet for sales, which brings me to my first point, Google Adwords. If you have a product idea or service to sell, one huge question you should be asking yourself is, do people Google it? You want to have an idea that is marketable, because even if you have an amazing product, your business will be in line to fail if you're unable to reach an audience and entice them. For example, before the early 1900s, there was no such thing as sliced bread, something that we take for granted every day. However, a man named Otto Rohwedder invented sliced bread, and his company was a total failure, which seems odd when one considers that we buy pre-sliced bread every week at the grocery store. It wasn't until a company called Wonder took sliced bread and found a way to reach the masses by advertising. Because Rohwedder failed to spread his idea, he is someone we've never even heard of, unlike Wonder, which you can still find on the shelves of Publix today. So, moving forward, you must have a plan to get your product seen and heard by the average consumer to have long-lasting success. Nowadays, the most cost-effective way to do this is through the internet, and you will want to invest in Google Adwords. But what exactly are Google Adwords? Well, essentially, companies can buy words that people search for on the internet to obtain clicks on our website. This works through an auction process, which means that Google will give the word or phrase to the highest bidder and to the company that they see as most relevant to the word. This auction runs every time somebody types a selected word or words into Google. For reference, the average CPC, or cost per click, across all industries is roughly $2.32. For better clarification, this clip from YouTube sums up the auction process nicely.
Adwords is an auction-like system that enables advertisements on Google.com and other Google properties. Businesses bid to place their ads in the search engine results for relevant keyword searches. It all starts with a search. For example, a user searches for pet medicine. If more than one advertiser is bidding on a keyword that Google deems relevant to the search query. An auction is triggered. Google then looks at two key factors to determine where the ads rank. The best combined bid and score will get the best position. To determine how much advertisers pay for each click, Google uses a quality score system. The higher your quality score, the less you pay for a higher position. With Google AdWords, advertisers can create optimized campaigns that drive high-quality, relevant traffic to their websites and landing pages. Visit wordstream.com to learn more about online advertising.
Choosing the right words and then constructing the right ad is difficult, so I'm going to run through a few tactics companies use regularly. One of the oldest tricks in the book is creating fear or a sense of urgency in an ad to make a sale. This approach can be traced back to the 1920s, when Listerine induced fear by depicting a pretty young woman named Jane who could never get married, all because of her bad breath. According to Medium.com, Listerine's revenue increased from $115,000 to $8 million over the next 7 years following the introduction of the Jane ad campaign. RegTech initially created a sense of urgency within its online ads by saying, "Don't make a $1,000 mistake with Traeger when you can own a RegTech." Traeger is currently the largest pale grill company in the world. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to show this ad anymore due to the legal issues that come with using another company's name. But this is still an example of an effective strategy we employed. It is also important to note, however, that fear can be ineffective when used wrong. For example, if your advertisement makes the viewer feel hopeless, there will be no motivation for them to make a purchase. Also, using fear may not always be appropriate for your product, like if you sold candy or toys. Next, and arguably the most commonly used type of advertising, is repetition. While it is mostly used in TV commercials, it is great for getting a product or concept into the forefront of the consumer's mind. Repetition in marketing is the use of a catchy jingle or recurring theme in multiple commercials and advertisements so businesses are harder to forget and are always recognizable. Popular versions of this tactic are used by State Farm and Nationwide. Repetition is also great for forming familiarity and credibility with the product, so a consumer will be more likely to make a purchase out of trust. However, repetition can also be ineffective if it is overused to the point where it becomes annoying and a nuisance to potential customers, which has been coined as ad nauseum. As with all things, it is important for a company to find a balance between their ads to reach the largest audience possible. For RegTech, our initial advertisements focused on key phrases and attention grabbers, as well as pandering to the guys who have to research every little detail before they make a purchase. As a side note, last week while I was working, I actually spoke with a customer who told me that he researched and looked at our products for about 4 months before he finally pulled the trigger and bought them. This kind of customer is great because he's the type of guy that will go brag to all his buddies about having the baddest grill or best set of headphones. So, with this being said, if you believe in your product, every sale made is like giving a brand new car to a teenager. Now go out and spread the word of your company. Furthermore, with social media, there is now space for connoisseurs to openly discuss and debate the best product. Because of this, you'll want to invest time and money into social media to grow your presence and generate sales through that avenue as well. A big part of how RegTech in particular utilizes social media is that we aren't trying to sell just a grill, but rather a larger-than-life lifestyle. Over the past few years, privatization in companies has been on the rise. What I mean by this is, consumers are interacting less and less with companies. And if you think about it, you don't really need to leave your house for anything. For example, you don't have to go to the grocery store anymore since Publix can deliver food to your house. For Amazon, all you have to do is click a button, and in 2 days, the box shows up at your front door with all your necessities. With social interaction on the decline, RegTech built its Facebook page to not only showcase a lifestyle, but to also always be in touch with its fan base and create personal connections with customers in order to make them feel a part of the company. Just the other night, I had the opportunity to put on a RegTech live show on Facebook with our biggest social media face, Jody. Together, we read and answered questions from viewers, as well as setting up a real giveaway. Giveaways are obviously a great way to build your page, as you have contestants share a post from your company and tag friends to expand the amount of profiles you reach daily. Aside from giveaways, RegTech is very active on its Facebook page. Part of my job recently has been to respond to every single comment on each RegTech post, which basically means I get to talk to middle-aged dudes who love to grill, and probably wear blindingly white New Balances. process of what we sell as being a lifestyle. Another big thing we try to hammer in social media is that once you buy a RecTech, you join the quote-unquote RecTech family. By keeping our customers close to us, they are much more likely to tell their friends about this company that treats them like family and loves to actually communicate with fans. The truth is, in this day and age, if a company does something wrong, the whole world will know through the internet. This is why I believe you should make it a point to go above and beyond customer service to fully establish your brand as helpful and approachable. To get this reputation for RecTech, my father started with a simple goal. He developed a plan to meet that goal with the main focus of providing a product that met a need and one that people could trust in and depend on. Most importantly, he built that trust while remaining true to his purpose without sacrificing the integrity of the product or himself. To me, these are great life lessons and the steps necessary to build a solid foundation, whether you're starting a company, building a career, or beginning a family. In conclusion, as our senior class graduates, I hope that this information given in my speech can one day help you if you choose to start your own business endeavor towards your path to success. You may not invent the next iteration of the baddest grill or the next best thing since sliced bread, but in a sense, you're always advertising and representing yourself, your talents, your skill set, whatever it takes for you to reach the goals you set for yourself. Before I go, I want to leave you all with an inspirational quote from one of the most famous salesmen and motivational speakers of all time, Zig Ziglar. Quote, "You are born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win." So seniors, with that being said, go out and win. Thank you.